Wow. Hello everyone. It is planting season for wheat. We're about to lay down some wheat seeds on these fields that we've been working on. So this video will also introduce you to all the seeders that Farming Simulator 22 has in their shop. And as you can see here lined up, and we really couldn't have picked a more beautiful September morning here in southern France. Beautiful skies. Alright, let's get started. So you can see here this field is 50% fertilized, and this is the field that we ran a plow through on our previous video. And let's get started with this first seeder here. So this first seeder that you see here is the Nordsten NHK25 and NS3030. That has a capacity of 600 liters of seeds. It requires 125 horsepower to operate, and it's sitting at a price tag of $33,500. This 3-meter seeder weighs 1.4 tons and will operate at 7 miles an hour given the proper equipment. So let's unfold her and get her started. It's still a little dark. Let's turn on these lights here. Well, maybe it's not dark enough for lights. So this seeder, along with a lot of the other seeders that you'll see here, sports ridge markers. And if you're not familiar with what those are, depending on which side you're planting on, you can mark the ridge for the next row that you're going to be planting, and just line up the nose of your tractor with it, and it'll cover the entire field. That way you make best use of your time. I'll demonstrate that more later on. But let's go ahead and move on to this next seeder. It is the Amazon KG3001 and Centaya 3000. This has a capacity of 1,600 liters. Also, $42,000 is this machine's price tag, and it asks for 165 horsepower in order to operate at a smooth 7 miles an hour. This weighs in at 2.2 tons, and it also has a 3-meter span. But this one, unlike the previous one, does not sport those ridge markers. Now, unlike the other machines and sprayers and fertilizers that we've been going through in the previous videos, these seeders, once you drive them off the field, will not lose their seeds even though you're operating outside of the planting field, which I can show you here very quickly. So you see here, I'll turn it off, I'll turn it back on, and then we'll move forward a little bit. You see I'm still sitting at 1570, and then backwards. I didn't lose any seeds. So yeah, so that's the nice part about that. Unless you're actively planting seeds, you won't see any loss. Alright, so this next one is the Kuhn HR 4040 and Venta 4030. And this is sitting at 3.7 tons. And this seeder offers a 4-meter span along with a hopper that can house 1,800 liters. This asks for 220 horsepower to operate at 7 miles an hour, as you can see here. And this has a selling price that's set at $50,000. You can really see the smooth operation of these rollers that are just kind of pushing the seeds into the dirt. Let's go ahead and talk about the next one that's coming up. So this next one that's coming up is the Kuhn HR 6040 RCS and BTFR 6030. This seeder does not have a tank of its own, so this will have to be accompanied by this front tank that you see attached to it. It is the Kuhn TF 1512, and it's got a capacity of 1500 liters of seed. But if I unattach it, excuse me, I can't plant anything. It doesn't have a tank of its own. So as you can see there, kind of inconvenient. But all in all, with it having the similar specs to this next seeder that we've got up, I believe it's actually kind of cheaper to run it this way if that's what you want to do. But the choice is yours. This seeder costs $67,500 plus another $18,000 for this tank. And here's the ridge markers, as you can see, on either side. Now do note that if you accidentally bring out the marker on the side that you've already been working on, it will damage the seeds you've already planted. So just be careful of which side you're dropping your marker on. So this seeder is weighing at 7.1 tons total with the seeder tank, and it spans the 6 meters, just like this next one coming up. Alright, this one is the Pottinger Terracing C6F. Now, this holds 4,000 liters and weighs 8.9 tons with a 6 meter span. It's no wonder why it asks for 210 horsepower. Now, as for the $109,500 price tag, I'm going to blame that a little bit more on the 9 miles cruising speed that it's running at right now. So this seeder also sports the same ridge markers that you see on either side. And it is a pretty decent upgrade. For speed, but of course you do see that price. Alright, this next seeder is the Kuhn Espro 6000 RC. This large tank can hold up to 5,500 liters with a weight of 9.3 tons. Now, when given a tractor that can pull with 270 horsepower of force, this 6 meter this 6 meter seeder, sitting at $120,500, will fly at 10 miles an hour, as you can see right here. This machine also sports ridge markers on either side, and just look at it fly. Now, even when placing the marks on either side, it still operates pretty quickly. Now, I'll show you that you can just plant right over these marks, and it's pretty much as if you would have ran a plow through it. Alright. So let's hop off here real quick and see, take a look at this field. So you can see that the 50% fertilization has given this field a 74% yield bonus. So we show a weed growing tag as well as a needs rolling tag. Now we'll knock that out at the same time with a roller, and that roller should get rid of the weeds that are growing. And we'll just do that all at the same time, but we'll definitely knock that out in a different video. But next up, we have the Battertad Rapid A800S. So this 7.7 ton seeder spans 8 meters. It has a very lightweight design. It cruises at 11 miles per hour, asking for only 240 horsepower from its tugger. Although it is much faster and lighter than the previous design, you will see a significant drop in seed carrying capacity, with its tank holding up to 3,100 liters, as well as a jump in price up to $159,500. So I mean, with this hefty price tag, is it worth the speed and width? Well, that's up to you. Again, you can combine it with that other tank if that's what you're wanting to do. That's again totally up to you. So and as you can see here, the ridge markers, as we were speaking about earlier, will damage the seeded field, so just be aware of what side you're lowering those markers at. Alright, up next is a Lemron Solitaire 12. This 5.3 ton machine holds 5,800 liters of seeds and has a span of 12 meters. This machine costs $165,000, but it only asks for 180 horsepower in order to reach a 9-mile-per-hour work speed. I think it's well worth the upgrade, but again, that is 100% up to you. This also sports the ridge markers, as you can see on either side, these long blue ridge markers. And again, noting the damage on the left-hand side with the previous field. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, don't close. I was trying to lift up the ridge markers, not fold the seeder. Alright, bear with me. A little technical difficulty here. Although some may call it operator error. Alright, we are back in business. I do enjoy watching the terrain that's left over after you plant, because it just looks so smooth, and especially compared to land that's been plowed. Alright, so lastly is my favorite seeder, and it is the Amazon Citan 15001-C. So this seeder giant tank holds 7,800 liters. It does require, though, a beast of an engine that'll pull about 300 horsepower due to its staggering 10.4 tons of weight. But as it opens up, don't worry, you'll realize that its power requirement is not the only thing that's huge. This 15-meter seeder has an out-of-box price tag of $206,500. So definitely making it the most expensive seeder in the game. But of course, if money is no issue to you, you could be zooming up and down these fields at 11 miles an hour, as you can see right here in this seeder today. Man, just look at how many discs this seeder has, and it's just massive. I couldn't imagine how much maintenance this requires IRL. Alright, so let's go over here to field 38. So a field that's been cultivated, not plowed like the previous one. And we'll see the differences between the two after we run this seeder through it. And as you saw before, it's been fertilized at 50%. And it's not sporting any other blue tags, whether it's needs rolled, weeds growing, any of that. Alright, so here you'll see a yield bonus of 73%, with it being fertilized at 50% as well. The same weed growing and needs rolling blue tags now sitting on the field info section at the bottom right, where it wasn't there before. And again, we'll knock them both out on the same at the same time with a roller. But again, we'll cover that in a different video. And let's head over to field number 40. And while we do that, we might as well go ahead and seed this row since we're already here. Now this field 40 is also cultivated, not plowed, but this field has 0 fertilizer on it. And oh, a little stuck here. Oh, sorry about making you dizzy, folks. There we go. Oh, geez, where'd you learn how to drive? Oh, sorry, bushes. Just a little nudge. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's hop out here real quick. You can see that it's showing a 50% yield bonus. Again, 0% fertilizer with the weed growing and needs rolling blue tags in the info field. And you can see some of the stones that were left over when we did the plow demonstrational video. But alright, so that covers this section of the video. And that was all the seeders that the FS22 shop has available for sale and for lease. So I hope you guys found that educational as well as entertaining. Please stick around and watch the rest of these fields get plowed and planted, excuse me. So until the next video, this has been your host Marauder, signing off.